The entertainment world was left stunned yesterday evening when beloved actress Zhao Lusi, accompanied by close friend and colleague Liu Yuning, broke her silence in an explosive television interview that has sent ripples of controversy across social media platforms worldwide. What began as a routine promotional appearance quickly transformed into one of the most emotionally charged and revealing exposés in recent Chinese entertainment history, as the usually reserved 25-year-old actress finally opened up about the torturous relationship that ultimately led to her shocking decision to terminate her contract with Cool Entertainment. But nothing could have prepared viewers for the moment when Zhao Lusi's composure completely shattered on live television, her tears flowing freely as she revealed the heartbreaking details of systematic manipulation and creative suppression that had been eating away at her mental health for years. The interview, conducted on primetime television, reached an unprecedented 15 million viewers within the first hour, with hashtags related to the scandal trending globally as fans expressed their outrage and support for the actress they had watched grow from a promising newcomer to one of China's most beloved stars. The revelation that Cool Entertainment had allegedly been sabotaging Zhao Lusi's career behind the scenes while publicly promoting her as their golden girl has left industry insiders questioning everything they thought they knew about talent management in the modern entertainment landscape. As Liu Yuning sat beside his visibly distressed friend, providing emotional support while adding his own shocking testimony about witnessing the agency's alleged mistreatment firsthand, viewers couldn't help but wonder, how many other young talents are suffering in silence behind the glamorous facade of the entertainment industry? The interview began innocuously enough, with both actors appearing to discuss their latest collaborative project. However, the atmosphere shifted dramatically when the host, sensing an underlying tension, asked what seemed like a harmless question about their experiences working with their respective agencies. The question appeared to trigger something profound in Zhao Lusi, whose usual bright demeanor immediately darkened as she exchanged a meaningful glance with Liu Yuning. "I've been carrying this burden for so long," Zhao Lusi began, her voice barely above a whisper as the studio fell into complete silence. "People see the success, the beautiful dresses, the red carpet appearances, but they don't see what happens behind closed doors. They don't see the manipulation, the control, the way they systematically broke down my confidence, until I questioned my own worth as both an actress and as a human being." Liu Yuning, who had been quietly observing his friend's emotional state, suddenly leaned forward with an intensity that surprised everyone present. "I've watched Lucy struggle with this for years," he said, his own voice thick with emotion. "I've seen her come to work with tears still fresh on her cheeks, trying to smile for the cameras while dying inside. What Cool Entertainment did to her wasn't just professional misconduct, it was psychological torture." The allegations that emerged during the 3-hour interview painted a disturbing picture of an agency that allegedly prioritized profit over the well-being of their talent. According to Zhao Lusi's tearful testimony, Cool Entertainment had been systematically undermining her creative input, forcing her to accept roles that she felt were detrimental to her artistic growth, and most shockingly, allegedly spreading false information about her personal life to maintain control over her public image. "They told me I was nothing without them," Zhao Lusi revealed, her hands trembling as she spoke. "Every time I expressed interest in a particular role or wanted to work with certain directors, they would find ways to convince me I wasn't good enough, that I should be grateful for whatever scraps they threw my way. They made me believe that my success was entirely dependent on their generosity, not my talent or hard work." The actress went on to describe a culture of fear within Cool Entertainment, where artists were allegedly discouraged from forming close relationships with colleagues from other agencies, including her friendship with Liu Yuning. "They tried to control every aspect of my life," she continued, wiping away tears that seemed to flow endlessly. "They monitored my social media, controlled my personal relationships, and even dictated what I could and couldn't say in interviews. I felt like a prisoner in my own life." Liu Yuning's testimony corroborated many of Zhao Lusi's claims, adding his own shocking revelations about the agency's alleged tactics. "I witnessed conversations where Cool Entertainment executives discussed Lucy as if she were a commodity rather than a human being," he stated, his anger barely contained. They would joke about how easily they could manipulate her emotions, how her sensitivity made her the perfect puppet for their schemes. It was disgusting to witness. The interview took an even more disturbing turn when Zhao Lusi revealed that Cool Entertainment had allegedly been sabotaging potential opportunities without her knowledge. I found out later that they had turned down several prestigious projects on my behalf without even consulting me, she said, her voice growing stronger with each revelation. Projects that could have elevated my career and allowed me to work with directors I've admired for years. They claimed these roles weren't suitable for my image, but I later learned they had conflicts with the production companies over financial terms. Perhaps the most shocking allegation came when Zhao Lusi described how the agency had allegedly used her personal struggles against her. When I went through a difficult period in my personal life, instead of providing support, they used my vulnerability as leverage, she revealed. They would threaten to leak private information or spread rumors if I didn't comply with their demands. They turned my lowest moments into weapons against me. Lu Yuning's emotional support throughout the interview highlighted the deep friendship between the two actors, but it also revealed his own frustration with an industry that he felt had failed to protect vulnerable young talents. "Lucy is one of the strongest people I know," he said, his voice breaking slightly. The fact that they managed to break her spirit, even temporarily, shows just how systematic and calculated their approach was. No one should have to endure what she went through. The financial aspects of Zhao Lusi's relationship with Cool Entertainment also came under scrutiny during the interview. The actress revealed that despite her commercial success and the millions of dollars her projects had generated, she had seen surprisingly little of the profits. "They had me convinced that the industry standard was for agencies to take the majority of earnings," she explained. "It wasn't until I started talking to other actors that I realized how unusual my contract terms were. I was essentially working for pennies while they profited enormously from my labor." The revelation about her contract termination sent shockwaves through the industry, as Cool Entertainment had been widely regarded as one of the more progressive agencies in terms of talent development. Zhao Lusi's decision to break free from their control reportedly came after months of legal consultations and emotional preparation. "The decision to leave wasn't made lightly," she admitted. "I knew it would mean facing potential retaliation, possible career setbacks, and a lot of uncertainty. But I realized that staying would mean sacrificing not just my career, but my mental health and possibly my life." Lu Yuning revealed that he had been instrumental in helping Zhao Lusi find the courage to speak out. "I've seen too many talented people destroyed by this industry," he said. "When Lucy confided in me about her situation, I knew I had to help her find a way out. No amount of fame or money is worth sacrificing your soul for." The interview also shed light on the broader issues within the Chinese entertainment industry, with both actors calling for greater protection for young talents and more transparent business practices. "Lucy's story isn't unique," Lu Yuning emphasized. "There are countless other actors, especially young women, who are being exploited by agencies that see them as nothing more than profit-generating machines. This needs to change." As news of the interview spread across social media platforms, fans and fellow celebrities began sharing their support for Zhao Lusi's brave decision to speak out. The hashtag Justice for Zhao Lusi began trending within hours of the broadcast, with thousands of fans expressing their outrage at Cool Entertainment's alleged treatment of the beloved actress. Many shared personal stories of how Zhao Lusi's performances had impacted their lives, emphasizing the tragic irony that someone who brought so much joy to others had been suffering in silence. Industry insiders who spoke anonymously following the interview revealed that Zhao Lusi's situation might be more common than previously thought. "What she described matches patterns we've seen with other agencies," one veteran producer confided. "The problem is that most actors are too afraid to speak out because they fear career suicide. Lucy's courage in going public might encourage others to come forward." The legal implications of Zhao Lusi's contract termination remain complex, with entertainment lawyers suggesting that her public allegations could lead to protracted legal battles. However, the actress appeared resolute in her decision, stating, I'd rather face uncertain legal challenges than continue living as someone else's puppet. I want to reclaim my career, my creativity, and most importantly, my sense of self-worth. Cool Entertainment's response to the allegations has been notably muted, with the agency issuing only a brief statement claiming they would review the situation internally and respond appropriately in due time. This measured response has been interpreted by many as an admission of guilt, particularly given the agency's typically aggressive public relations approach when facing criticism. The emotional impact of the interview extended far beyond the entertainment industry, with mental health advocates praising Zhao Lusi for highlighting the psychological toll of workplace manipulation and control. Dr. Li Wei, a prominent psychologist specializing in entertainment industry mental health, commented, "What Zhao Lusi described are classic patterns of psychological abuse. Her courage in speaking out could help other victims recognize similar patterns in their own lives." Lu Yuning's role in supporting his friend has also garnered significant attention, with many praising him for using his platform to amplify Zhao Lusi's voice, rather than staying silent to protect his own career. True friendship means standing up for what's right,